Hey guys, welcome back to the Kool-Aid Podcast. Welcome back to episode 37. On today's episode, we're going to be doing a preview for tomorrow's game against Almeria in the Camp Nou. Let me introduce my co-host Alex.
Hey guys, how's it going?
All right, so uh, yesterday we talked about Gerard Pique retirement. He announced on social media that he's going to be retiring, and this is going to be his farewell game, his last game in the Camp Nou. It's going to be a special occasion, and we're basically and well, on top of it being Gerard Pique's last game of the Camp Nou, we need to make sure we win the game. Um, it's gonna be a mixed feelings. Boy, your feelings going ahead of this game.
Well, like you said, it's mixed feelings because listen, I know as excuse me, as much as we've disliked PK in the past for his attitude, for his lack of playing ability at times, not even playing ability, but like his poor performances, right, that have
Mm-hmm.
cost us games, especially Inter, which is a very bitter loss as it basically marked our exit out of the competition.
Yeah,
But aside from that, we got to remember this is a club legend and one of the legends of the sport, one of the greatest center backs of all time, whether people like to admit it or not. Um, and it's always tough seeing a player leave like that, and it's unfortunately for many of Barca fans, not myself. I like to put that aside, but for many of Barca's fans, his image has been tarnished, and they might remember him more for what he was now, and not for what he was years ago, right? So this happens, and we gotta move on from it. But ultimately, I think it'll be a good game. Almeria isn't the strongest team, but they're a scrappy mid-table team. That's how they play. They're gonna sit back, make it hard for us to attack, and it's just gonna be one of those games where our finishing is gonna be really important because we might not get that many chances.
yeah, exactly. Um, but looking onto the squad list, we see two huge incorporations. We see Christensen, who has been out for a couple of weeks, and he's been absolutely key when he's been playing, and he's going to be. And then I actually don't know if he's going to be starting for this game. And we also see Eric Garcia back into the squad. We of course we see the addition of Pedri and Lewandowski, two players who were rested midweek against Pilsen, just because it was a game, as well as Frankie de Jong. But as we said, we need to get the 3 points, and this is we have two games before the World Cup break, so we want to end off in the best possible form. So asking, well, what do you think Xavi's lineup would be? Would you
Well,
start PK?
yeah, of course he'll start him. Excuse me. I think the starting 11 that he'll go for. It would be fair to say, Ter Stegen on goal. I think he will play Balde left back,
Left back?
just to like because I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but then he didn't play last game.
He played. He came on, I believe, in around like the 60th minute mark or like the 70th for Jordi Alba. And because he came in for Jordi Alba, I have a feeling that, on top of that, Bellerin hasn't been performing very well so far in the games that he's been playing. That Bald is actually going to be the one starting in right back, and it's going to be Jordi Alba left back.
It could be. I
Um,
mean, the only reason I asked him because I couldn't remember if he had started. But he are you talking about the Pilsen game or
no. In the Pilsen game, Balde came in for Jordi Alba in around the
yeah,
60th
you
minute
were
mark.
talking. But I'm talking about the league game before that. Did he play or no?
Jordi Alba played. Yep, Jordi Alba played, and Balde played as the right back.
Yeah, that's fine. I think what you're saying might be true. They might play him right back, because he's defensively he's amazing and offensively he's a beast.
Yeah,
So I think I was thinking about moving him around the wing back. So left back, I guess Jordi Alba. We'll see. We'll see how it goes, and then right back, um, Balde, and the two center backs that I would put would be Pique
Marcos Alonso.
and Alonso. Yeah, I
Yeah,
was
like
about to say Christensen, but I wouldn't rush it.
yeah,
Besides, he's also gonna play in the World Cup.
no. Yeah, the thing is with Eric Garcia and Christensen, they both just got the medical green light. I
Mm.
don't know if Xavi wants to put them back in just yet. I don't know if they're like 100% fit.
Yeah, I mean,
Uh,
at least wait one more match, of course.
yeah, exactly. If Xavi seems that they're match fit, then I would start them. I would definitely want to see PK start this game just because like it's his farewell match. I want to see him get the
Yeah.
minutes, and then like later on in the second half, for example, him come off just to get the ovation. Um, but I actually I don't really like seeing Alejandro Balde at right back. Just because like he's so much better on the left. But at the same time, Bellerin has been such a liability that it's
Yeah.
completely understandable that if Xavi wants to basically pull Balde at right back and introduce Jordi Alba.
Right.
Um,
And
but, but go for
yeah,
it.
I know I'm sorry to interrupt, but this shouldn't come as a surprise because just how you said Bellerin hasn't been at his greatest, and it's one of those things of you gotta make do with what you have. It- it's like when you're an ultimate team and you don't even care about chem anymore. You're just trying to put your best players on.
Yeah.
That's how it is, and unfortunately, that's the case. We don't have a strong right back right now. We never had a strong right back from the beginning of the season, just because as good as Conde is, he's not a right back. He's out of position when he plays during Araujo.
Yeah.
Same case with him. Araujo, when he plays right back, defensively he's great, but offensively he doesn't do anything. And I'm
Mhm.
not saying you gotta be the most balanced player, but at least show a little more balance than that. Of course, not be too one sided. It's the same with Jordi Alba. Offensively he's good, but defensively he's a problem.
Yeah, exactly. Um,
But no, that's what I'm saying. We don't have a strong right back, and unfortunately, Balde playing is we're gonna have to get used to that until we can solidify the team a little bit more. I definitely think in the January transfer window we got to look for a decent or someone who's a better right back than Bellerin and another left back. I think, or maybe another center back.
no, yeah,
We'll see.
definitely another center back. Just because with PK leaving right now, we're going to
Mm.
be short in the center backs because, for example, if knowing the injury problems that we get, if basically any of those center backs get injured, we are playing Frankie De Jong
Yeah, we're
as
screwed.
yeah, we're screwed. Um,
Yeah, it's
but
center back. But moving on to the midfield, I
yeah,
would like to see a midfield of Pedri, Gavi, De Jong.
Pedro Gavi De Jong. I would actually go for the same midfield.
Actually, you know what? This is gonna be a little corny, but
Well,
I would like to see Busquets in that midfield. To like play with Pique's last match.
oh,
I
you
know
know
it's
what? You know what? I actually think that Busquets is going to be starting this game. I think Busquets. I think Xavi actually doesn't have faith in De Jong as that sole pivot. So I honestly think that he's going to be starting. And I think it's going to be Frankie De Jong who starts ahead of Gavi. I don't think it should be like that. I think Busquets should not be starting.
yeah,
But
but I mean, I know Xavi probably won't do it for the reasons that I said, but it's a nice little added
yeah,
factor. Players that have played for so long together, getting last game with each other.
but what would you
I,
do like up front? Because we have different like multiple options. Like what would your be
I
starting?
would actually go.
See, because it's tough because Ansu Fati, he hasn't shown enough. He hasn't performed as well. Because for example, we have to like award good performances. Ansu
Yeah,
Fati hasn't performed in these last
no,
couple
he
of
hasn't.
games. He hasn't. Um, so it's gonna be Lewandowski down the middle. But for example, Rafinha played very well.
Yeah, I think I would start Rafinha because he's earned it, and then left wing I would probably start Ferran. And then at halftime but see that's the problem because we fall into this circular reasoning of Dembele isn't getting enough minutes. He's not playing as good.
No, no,
He
see, see,
needs
see,
more
see,
minutes.
see
He's
with
not
them.
playing good. No, no, wait. Then he's not playing good, so that's not giving minutes. So I feel like if we put him in as a sub, it's just gonna be the same cycle repeating. But at the same time, I need to see more of Ferran because he's had times where he's been very promising, and then we also seen like uh missed shots in front of goal, right? And I just need to see a more clear side from Ferran. And I think Almeria is a good option for him to do his thing. It's not a team that's going to be playing aggressive defense or just going to be sitting back, letting the chances come in. So
Mm,
I think no, and that's the thing. If we play on the wing, Torres and Rafinha, then I think it's excuse me. I think it's fair. And then with Lewa down the middle, I think it's a pretty balanced attack. If anything fails, like if we don't like what's going on, we can always just put Fati left wing, or put in Fati for Rafinha and then switch him with Varane and have
No,
Fati at left wing.
no, yeah. My attack would be Ferran Torres from the left, Lewandowski down the middle, and Rafinha on the right. I think we should reward good performances. I don't think Dembele or Ansu Fati have been up to par in these past couple of games, so we should reward good performances. But we're pretty much similar in both of our lineups. But before we finish off, what are your score predictions?
I mean, I expect to win, but if I had to say, maybe like a 3-0,
A 3-0.
a 3-0 loss.
I'm gonna go bold. I'm gonna go with a 4-0 win. I think it's gonna be. I think everyone is gonna give that extra motivation just because it's Pique's final last game.
Yeah.
But guys, that was it for tonight's episode. As always, I post a link on Twitter. If any of you guys wanna join our discussion, you're always welcome to. It's you can find on Twitter at Kool Podcast 10. And as always, like, subscribe, and comment. We'll catch you guys all on